So this next feature is in the Samsung Gear app that you had to install when you connected your Gear S3 to your smartphone. Head over into that app, go to notifications, scroll to the bottom. You got something here called Smart Relay. And it says here that it'll set your phone to show content from your Gear on your phone when you pick it up after receiving notifications. So what does that mean? Well, here you go. Got a deal going on at Macy's. I want to check it out on my phone. This is an email that I had come in on a notification. I just want to check it out. No problem. All I need to do is pick up my phone, and there you go. It's going to pop right up. There you go. There's an email from Macy's. Alright, this next one's pretty sweet. It's called Automatic Workout Tracking, and the way it works, let me go in here and show you it. So you're going to go into S Health, you're going to go all the way over to Settings, you're going to hit this, and you're going to scroll down a little bit, Workout Detection, and that walking and running. You have cycling, elliptical trainer, rowing machine, and dynamic workout. So what this does is, if I start walking or running and I don't set anything up on this phone, and I do that activity for at least 10 minutes, it's going to pop up with a little notification. It's going to say, hey, great job on your workout. You've been working out for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. You're doing a good pace with your walking or your running, whatever. And it's just going to give you a little bit of information about your workout. And then same deal with cycling. It's going to give you a little bit of different information. Elliptical trainer, rowing machine, etc. And it figures out which one you're doing automatically. Dynamic workout is if it can't figure out what you're doing, it's going to say, okay, you were doing something, you were working out somehow, so I'm going to just call this a dynamic workout. Maybe you were lifting weights, maybe you were doing circuit training or something like that, and it doesn't really fit into any of these categories because you're doing all sorts of crazy things. That's going to show up as a dynamic workout. So it's a great thing if you forget to set something up with your watch for workout. It's still going to track it and still going to let you know how you're doing with your workouts and things like that. However, you don't get quite as much information in this tracking. And let me show you what I mean by that. Alright, so here I am in the S Health app, and if I scroll down to the bottom here, I can see a workout that I just did. Okay, so here we go. This is a walking one. This is an auto-detected one. It'll tell you here, so walking auto, that tells you that it was automatically detected on the Gear S3. I walked for 18 minutes, 0.82 miles, so I'm going to go ahead and click this. So here's what it will show me, my speed throughout the duration of the walk, right? So even though it didn't start tracking anything until 10 minutes, it really tracked everything back to when I first started moving, tracked my speed, and then tracked all the way to the end when I finished. And so it gives me a little bit of that information. Because it was walking, it's like, okay, it was a walking exercise, you burned 73 calories, here's your average speed, your max speed, your average pace, and your max pace. However, notice that this does not give me my heart rate. This just went ahead and tracked my speed, and that was it. So depending on the exercise you're doing, you're going to get different things shown in here. Sometimes you're going to get more, sometimes you're going to get less. But heart rate is not going to be one of these things that's going to pop up in here because you didn't set it to start tracking that yourself. This next feature is a great one if you have super duper thick gloves on and that touch sensitivity is not working out for you. You're going to have to go over here to Settings. You're going to go down to Device, and you're going to scroll down until you see Auto Open Apps. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this. Now when I go to one of my apps, it's going to blink once, and then it's going to automatically open that app. This is particularly useful for apps like Find My Car, because if I've got thick gloves on, I'm outside in the winter, and I need to find my car because I parked in some parking garage somewhere, maybe in Boston, and I don't remember where I parked, this is a great way to pull up that information without having to take my gloves off. This next feature is one of my favorite features, and that's the ability to control the camera on my phone from my Gear S3. Now, I tried every single app I could find for camera remotes, and this is by far the best one. It's called Phone Camera Remote Circle, and it's by Leonid Sarev, and this is a $2 app, but it packs so many awesome features, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you the app and let the app do the talking. So here we are in the app. I've got my phone on a tripod facing the Google Pixel. If I move the tripod, you're going to see it update real time on my wrist, so that's pretty awesome. Not only that, but I can switch to the front-facing camera, and I can switch back to the rear-facing camera, and I can switch from camera to video mode. And on top, it even shows me the battery life on my phone and the battery life on my watch, which is pretty cool. Not only that, now this is super awesome. Turn the bezel, zoom in. That is really stinking cool. Now if I tap the settings gear, I get a bunch more things in a nice, kind of intuitive circular menu. You just kind of go around here. As you can see, I can record at full 1920 by 1080. Most of the other camera apps won't let you do that. There's a couple that will, but most of them won't. The Note 5 can film in 4K, so you are only getting 1080p. You're not getting the full resolution that the camera is capable of, but there's still a lot of people that only film in 1080 anyway, so it really doesn't matter for most people. If you switch to camera mode, you can go ahead and change your resolution as well. This supports the max resolution of your phone, so max resolution on the Galaxy Note 5 is 16 megapixels, so there you go, 16 megapixels, and you can drop it down to all the way down to 0.3 megapixels if you wanted to for some reason. What makes this especially useful is the timer. You could do 3 seconds, 5 seconds, or no timer. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the 3-second timer, go back here, I'm going to switch back to my camera, and I'm going to take a picture. So it's going to count down 3 seconds, and at the end of 3 seconds, it's going to focus and then take the picture. And this is especially useful if I want to set my camera up maybe on a tripod or maybe like a gorilla pod, and I want to get a group photo or I want to get a photo with my wife, and I don't want to keep running back and forth from the phone setting up the 10-second timer, then this is a great way to do that. Set it up for 3 seconds, I can put my arm around my wife, get the picture, and then not only that, but I can review the picture afterwards too. So I can be like, okay, cool, like there you go, there's the photo there, and then when you rotate the bezel, you can rotate the photo. And to top it off, if I tap these 3 dots right here, I can go ahead and start sharing it. And what this is going to do is when I tap one of these, it's going to, like if I tap this messages here, it's going to open up the messaging app on my phone, it's going to put that picture in there, and it's going to allow me to pick a person to send it to and add a message to it, and then I'll be able to just shoot that thing right over. Instead of having to go into my gallery, find the picture and do all of that, this saves you a lot of time there. So this is definitely an awesome app.